Etsy actually messaged me back. Is that a good thing? What do you think? Hey, I'm Pam Duthie, and I so wasn't going to make a video today, but after yesterday's fiasco, and if you haven't looked into it, yesterday I discovered just how terrible Etsy ads are being. $80 for one single sale. Massive rip-off. So I decided I would message Etsy, and they actually got back to me. So what I'm going to talk about today, I'll talk about the body of my message, so we can look into and see what I said. Was it that misleading that they could completely not understand? And then we'll look into what Etsy said back to me. I will slightly paraphrase. They do say not to share what we've said in emails, but whatever. And then just to help you out a little bit, I'm going to show you how I contacted Etsy to get them to get back to me in one day, because everyone was saying to me when I was saying contact Etsy, they're saying yeah, but Etsy never get back to you. Etsy have always got back to me when I've tried to contact them. I'm not using any kind of special contact or link, although I do have people I can get in touch with. I'm just taking the normal methods, not looking for any special treatment. So if you haven't already, you want to check out yesterday's video to find out what I'm talking about and all the numbers there. But if you've already seen that, then I just want to dive in. And this, first of all, this is the letter I sent to Etsy. So, hello there. I used to love Etsy promoted listings. I told everyone about them. They were the best ads I've ever used. And that is not just me blowing smoke up their behinds. What a strange expression. But yeah, that is absolutely the truth. I've made videos on it. Promoted listings were fab. They were great. They were well worth it. I was worried when he changed last year, but decided to give it some time to see. And I have to say, the results are very worrying. Understatement much? Trying to be polite. Don't be rude with customer support people. It's not their fault, even though it's really difficult not to be rude sometimes. I've compared this year to date with the same time period for the last 3 years. Now, in the comments below, can you let me know if that is unclear in any way? I've compared this year to date with the same time period. We'll come into what Etsy's reply is, but okay, so maybe Scots is my first language. I'm not communicating clearly, but anyway, let me know. Impressions and views are significantly down, up to around half of what they used to be, with sales a pitiful 6 this year. Again, this year. Time period? Reference that. From ads compared to 39 sales for the same period last year. My return on ad spend used to be $6.24 and this year it is $1.27. And I'm paying significantly more for these significantly worse results. And then I go into details on saying I cut back the number of my listings and I focus down, but overall it's pretty much the same thing. And then I say what they were talking about last year. You sold Etsy ads as easier and better for us by taking control away and relying on the algorithm. But in my case, and in the case of many other people I'm hearing from, the algorithm is performing very, very, and I shout very, very poorly. I used all caps there, as compared to when we were able to control our cost per click ourselves. The only thing it seems to be able to do is spend my entire budget every day. But this was never a problem with ads in the past. I set the budget high enough that on popular days the budget did not run out, but when it was quiet I knew it would just spend less, which was fine. Please can we have our controls back, or at least can someone look at my ad results and figure out why your algorithm is doing so badly? Thank you, Pam. So that's the message I sent less than 24 hours ago, and I was surprised. I won't lie, I was surprised that Etsy sent an email so quickly. Often it takes about a week to come back, and they did say that they're a little slow, they're a little busy just now. So I got the answer, not quite what I expected. I will paraphrase a little bit so I'm not saying exactly what they say. But firstly, they reassure me that I only get charged if a buyer sees my ad and clicks on it. Irrelevant. But there's reasons why I may see a variance in the numbers on my ad dashboard and my shop stats for the same time period. Now, can anyone who's just listened to what I sent them see where I was saying anything about my shop stats and my ad dashboard were different? Love to know. And although the Etsy ads clicks will show up immediately in your advertising dashboard, they may take up to about 5 hours to show up in my stats. Yeah, I was looking at 10 months spread, not like a daily spread. And I wasn't saying I was seeing a variance between what the dashboard and what my shop stats are saying. I was saying I was seeing a massive variance between what's happened this year to what's happened in years gone by. So not answering. And here's a good explanation for anyone who is looking. I know a lot of people look every day at their stats and that totally annoys me. They're looking like, have you seen? I've had no visits for the past hour. So they do say it takes a little bit of time for the stats to come in because they're weeding out bot views. Perfectly okay. Totally agree with that. Not what I asked. And Etsy ads are displayed in ET. I assume that's not extraterrestrial, but that's the time zone, which is really helpful telling a Scottish person that. But shop stats are just displayed according to your time zone. Yep, again, don't care. Wasn't looking at hour to hour. I was looking at 10 months. Oh, and here's a link for how I can change my time zone. Irrelevant. More about time zones. And here we go. Yeah, great. Something about stats. If a potential buyer leaves and returns within 30 minutes, that's still only one visit. Irrelevant. Yeah, if a potential buyer clicked on your ads, returned to the search and then clicked on another ad within 30 minutes, that would count as 2 clicks with 1 visit. Awesome. Yeah, still don't care. That doesn't explain why it cost $80 to make 1 sale. And yeah, absolutely nothing there addressing why the new ads suck compared to promoted listings. Is it just me? Just let me know in the chat. Was my message that unclear? I thought I was pretty clear without getting as ranty as I wanted to get. Okay, anyway, let's dive into. I want to show you now where I went. Lots of people ask me, how do you contact Etsy? So here we go. Let's get into my Etsy shop. Well, starting from Etsy, we're just going to hit the shop manager. Take you into your shop manager. I know, genius, isn't it? And then when we go down to community and help, contact us. And then you've got a labyrinth to go down to actually get hold of them. Saying it's taking longer than usual. I'm happy, less than a day. That was cool. So you keep on picking down the rabbit hole till you get someone to talk to. So I am selling on Etsy. That's important. Ads and stats. So this is maybe the confusion. It was sent to someone in the stats team, but ads and stats. It's ads I'm looking at. So managing my Etsy ads campaign. That's the relevant one there. Here. And then there's a load of questions I don't care about, so you just hit I still need help, and we get the email button. So that's the little rabbit hole you have to go down to actually get to message Etsy. So you get their little help form here. So you put in your subject, you put in your description, and you can even add a file. I was thinking about adding graphs, but I was polite and didn't. And then you hit send. So if you need to get hold of Etsy, and I suggest you do, if you haven't seen my video from yesterday, Etsy ads are ripping me off, give it a check. It's got my numbers in there, and if you want to share your numbers, I replied to Etsy telling them not only that they'd answered me rubbishly, I tried to be polite, but also it's not just me. I've heard from many people. So if you're finding this, if you can share your numbers, the numbers you want to share with me, then in that video, and if you are as annoyed as me, then follow these steps. Drop Etsy an email just telling them your numbers. The thing is, if just one person messages them, they don't care. If 100 people message them, But if thousands and tens of thousands of people get in touch and message them and switch off their ads, then Etsy are going to start caring. Okay, anyway. Sorry for the impromptu video. I hope that helped a little bit, and see you next time.